know what? I was in Boston, and that's frigid there. Very frigid. I'm so glad I live on the West Coast.
Oh, right. So listen, we're talking about cold call training. Number one problem for most real estate investors, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, biggest challenge. Mom said don't talk to strangers. What do we got to do all day long?
Talk to strangers.
Amen,
Yeah.
brother. First rule number one. You need to speak to at least 5 new people a day minimum. If
I
you
know.
and if you're not talking, and I don't care if they're buyers, sellers, investors, whatever, you've got to talk to people all day long. You can screw around with all the other peripherals of real estate, the mailers, the virtual assistants, working on your software, your applications, everything else. But if you're not talking to 5 new people a day, you won't make. This is going to be. Don't get mad at me. Promise you won't.
No.
If you're not speaking to 5 new people a day, you're doomed to fail in this business.
I agree. And you know what? The one I got success. I took your thing in February, and I started cold calling, and I was able to find a property that I ended up wholesaling strictly from that. And I told Larry Marishka that when it finally closed. It took me a long time and a lot of follow up, but you're right. And for some reason, it's just kind of faltered a little bit.
Yeah. So let's practice a few things here up front. So when you say you cold call, are you a little uncomfortable? Because most people are. I was. Do you feel like you're not as confident? Is this conversation a little strained?
Yeah, basically, and I'm not sure I'm giving them or I have the right answer, or I feel like if I try to make them feel comfortable. That's what I try to do the first time I call them. But sometimes they just, the conversation is stilted, and it goes nowhere. And I guess, I'm listening to you on Guts. You really have to know that in the first 2-3 minutes, how far the conversation to take the conversation.
I have a 3-minute timer, and one of my clients gave me actually a 1 minute, a 3 minute, and a 5 minute timer. In a very short, you have to be in control of the conversation without being a bully. And you cannot sound like anyone else. They're getting a lot of people calling them on their properties, right? From Craigslist, from the MLS, from your mailers, from your hopefully some social media marketing you're doing. And if you sound like everyone else, you are going to be treated like everyone else. And how do prospects treat sales guys they perceive as just the repetition of all the other sales guys? How do they treat us?
Just out the door, basically.
They treat us like shit.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the 11th commandment say?
Thou shalt not hang up. I don't know.
Moses dropped one on the way down the mountain. The 11th commandment is that you can still get into heaven by treating salesmen like shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've got to remember, don't don't act like a sales guy.
Yeah.
Be more. When you go to your doctor's office, he's what does he say to you?
How you feeling? Or...
Yeah. How you feeling? Where's it hurt? What's going on? He doesn't say we have a special on neck surgery today and there's a coupon in the paper and the price goes up on Friday and stuff like that. He sounds differently, consultative, a professional. That's the way. Exactly. So when you call them up, you've got to sound different, especially on a cold call. Go ahead, call me. You called me on a cold call. You never spoke to me before. You got my phone number and my name off a graveyard or something.
Okay, so I'm calling you.
Yeah, you got me out of the yellow page. I don't know where you got me from. Your virtual assistant went back to 1995 and found that I was selling a property at one time. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, is this Claude?
Yes. Who's this?
Hey, Claude. My name is Steve. I recently got your number, and I hear you may have a property you want to sell, and I'm interested in purchasing it. Is this something that you would want to talk about?
No.
No? No? Oh, no. Oh, really? You don't want to sell? You don't want to sell at this time?
Who are you? Are you one of these investor guys?
I'm trying to purchase your property, so you can call me whatever you want. But I'm interested in purchasing your.
Well, I'm not going to give it away.
Oh, I know that. I know. We always want to do a fair and be fair and equitable, and make sure all my purchases are based on market research and the value of the house.
Okay, time out. That was pretty good. I was real tough on you, and you held up. That wasn't bad at all.
Okay, great.
Let's do it the other way. Never cold call. Never heard of me. Say hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Hi. Is this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Hi. This is Claude Diamond. I got your number in front of me. How can I help you today, sir?
I don't know. You called me.
You're right. You get a cookie. No, sir. Seriously, I'm a little embarrassed. I got your number. This isn't about real estate, is it, sir?
Yeah, it is.
Buying or selling? Help me out a little, would you?
I'm selling.
Oh, and it's sold already, right? It's in escrow?
Not yet.
Oh, well, you know what? I buy your name.
Steve.
Hi, Steve. I'm Claude Diamond. I buy houses in your Seattle area.
Okay.
Oh, hey, somebody's saying aloha to me here. Hey, Peter. And I think you know him, Peter Woodward.
Yeah.
You know Peter.
Yeah.
And
wow. Cool.
It's a small world.
I know,
Very
right?
small world. See, I need to gain control quickly.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm on that. So I might even act a little bit foolish.
Yeah.
And why am I calling? Could you help me? I get your number here in front of me. You could go literally in the yellow pages. I could take anybody in this phone book here, but this is the little San Diego South Bay phone. I could take any phone number here and call up somebody and do just what I did right now and engage them in a conversation. You have to seize control as quick as possible. And then you say, well, you called me. Everybody says that too. That's a lot of fun. Let's do another one. Do you have any references, Steve?
References? Oh, yeah. I've got people I've worked with in the past. Sure, I can get them to you.
Okay, great.
So, give me your email address.
Claude Diamond at mac.com.
Okay, great, Claude. I will.
Thanks a lot. I'll look forward to them. Bye-bye.
Oh, well, okay, now you got me. You're
Okay,
right.
here's the rule. You can make sure you always get something back.
Yeah.
Get something back for whatever you give. Okay?
Get something back for whatever
you asked me for references.
Yeah. Oh, Claude, can I have some references?
Good for Steve, I'm so glad you asked me for that. I wish more people would do that. You know why?
Why?
My clients are my invisible sales force. I take care of my customers, and I endure. So good at, you're so smart to ask me for that. I'm really glad you did that. How many would you like?
5.
You sure? I can get you 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever you'd like.
Well, 5's good.
If I can get you 5 references today and you speak with them and they meet with your needs, what you're looking for, your personal satisfaction, what happens when we speak at 6:30 this evening?
Well, we can talk about selling my house.
Well, we're talking about it right now, but you asked for references. That meant you want to find out more about who I am and how I do business. Do you think we could, putting the references aside, can we do a deal today if you feel you can trust me?
Well,
it's okay to say no to me if you're not in the mood to sell your house. I understand.
You know what? You just calling me right now. I'll take a look at the references, but I'm not sure I can make a deal.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I don't want to pressure you, and it's like I said, it's okay to say no to me. If you're not ready to do a deal today, there's really no point to the references then, is there?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're probably right.
Okay.
So,
well, before I go, because I have many other calls to make, I'm working on several transactions right now in Seattle. Tell me what would you need? What would you need from me in order for us to move forward today? What are your needs?
Well, this house, I want to sell it for $100,000.
If I could give you $100,000 on the property, what would happen next?
I would sell it.
What?
I would sell it.
Oh, okay. Now I'm an investor. I look for price or terms. Is that a really great cash price under market, or is that a full price at market?
Um, I think it's below market right now.
How far below?
Well, there was another house that sold for similar to mine down the street for about 115,000.
Oh, was that 2008 or 2016?
You're right. That's a good deal, Claude. That sold 2 years ago.
2 years ago? Well, the market might be even stronger now. Seattle has done very well, so that may be a good price. What would be the least you take for a cash sale today and closing in 15 days?
Wow, 15 days?
How would you like to have the house behind you, the mortgage paid off? Do you have a mortgage, if you don't mind me asking? Or is it free and clear?
Yeah, I got a mortgage. It's about 50% paid off.
50% paid off. Two ways I can do this, sir. I can give you all cash in 15 days if you can lower the price to $75,000, or I can give you your asking price if you're willing to do a lease purchase or subject to the existing mortgage. Any of these comfortable for you?
Never thought about lease purchase before.
Let's pretend you did.
Let's pretend I did. Okay.
That's off the role play. You're very good.
Okay.
You're very good. You're very good. I'm having fun. I have a lot of fun with these phone calls.
Yeah, I know. It's great.
Because if they're brutal, they're just who wants to call these people if these are these uncomfortable type of situations. So I make a lot of phone calls to a lot of people. I have a lot of fun. I make them laugh. I don't get emotionally involved in it.
Yeah.
If you notice, I ask a lot of questions with what we call stroking, nurturing, and empathy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get you to like me, to trust me, to get information from you. That's how I use my little 3-minute timer. Okay. Yeah. And what I back in the role play. Now, why don't we reverse the roles? Why don't you ask me, find out my level of motivation. Why am I trying to sell this house? Okay. But give me a cookie first. Stroke me. Claude, thanks a lot. You've been very generous with your time, information. Why are you selling this home? You're living in it. It's beautiful. Try to get more good stuff from me.
Okay. Hey, Claude, I appreciate all the information you've given me so far. And from what I can tell, the house is in good shape. And you seem to be in a good position. So why right now? Why is today?
It's more house than we need. And it's 4 bedrooms, and the kids have grown up and moved. Well, to tell you the truth, we just want to move to East Bumblefuck, Florida.
You want to get to the warm weather?
Yeah, really. We're a little tired of the Seattle weather, and we've put. To tell you for more truth, we put a down payment on a condo in East Bumble.
Okay. So you want to get out there as soon as possible. Well, that's good news for me. I mean, I can really help you out of that situation because I can put someone there fast, and I can close fairly quickly. So, if you need, what time do you need to go by? When do you think of moving?
Well, my wife has moved there already, with my elderly mom, and she's been there for 3 weeks. I've been trying to sell this house. It fell out of escrow 2 times already.
Okay. Well, you know what? I think you're talking to the right person right now, Claude, because I can really I like that area your house is in. I think it's a great property, and I want to give you the best.
Time out. Just relax.
Okay.
Don't worry about selling. Here's a rule for you. It's a great rule. No presentations.
No presentations.
Don't tell me all about. Just keep me talking and get me emotionally involved. What am I sharing with you right now?
Private information. Your motivation.
My motivation. Did you hear me say to tell you the truth a couple times?
Yeah.
Why do people do that?
Just to say this is the real deal.
This is more important than the other bullshit I said before.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm really telling you the truth. So you got to listen for the words, the things they say and do. And what you have to do is nurture me, tell a story now.
Okay.
I want you to not react. You're getting emotionally involved because you're hearing I'm motivated, and you're going, "Oh shit! I got a deal finally." Mister
Right,
the
right.
Guru said someday after $18,000 in yellow letters, I'd finally get a deal, and here it is. And now you're excited, right?
Yeah.
And you got to not be emotional. You got to be intellectual.
Yeah.
So what you do is you tell a story. You know, same thing happened in my family, my friend, my brother, to me. I just read something in the newspaper, a magazine. I was at a club meeting, and Larry and Mariska were telling me about the same situation. You know, you're apart from your family, and get me. What happens when the $1 million rule? Do you know my $1 million rule?
Tell me.
When we get emotional about something, the brain shuts down, and we make. That's fastest. Did you ever make a decision emotionally that you live to regret the next day?
Yeah.
Why is that? Why do we make those, when we make those emotional decisions, do we cross all the T's and dot all the I's? No. Okay.
No. You don't.
So if we get someone emotional, can we persuade them over to our side real fast?
Yeah.
We still have to fix it intellectually.
Yeah.
Academically. So it makes sense, because if we don't they're emotional, and when their blood pressure comes down, what can happen the next day?
They want to back out of the deal.
You got it. They're back out. So you got to stay control. So let me go back in the role play again.
Okay.
Hope you don't mind role plays. I love them.
No, this is great.
Okay. Yeah, my wife's there already with my mom, and she's already in the condo, and we've got these 2 payments, and I tried to sell this house, and it fell out of escrow, and my realtor is a clown, and I need to do something here, man. You know, I'm to tell you the truth, I'm really at the end of my rope here.
Wow. Yeah. Well, you know what, Claude? Let me tell you, moving is a difficulty, and I appreciate the situation you're in, and let's. You know, God, I hate moving. I've lived in my place 14 years. I don't want to move, so I totally empathize with what you're feeling right now. So,
see, that was very good. Do you see the difference?
Yeah.
Now we're bonding. Now we're developing a little rapport. You earned it. If you tell me if you give me a presentation, you run the slideshow, you tell me about the history of real estate. Do you and I get any closer? Do we get any trust, or do I get likability with you?
Yeah,
No. You sound like everybody else, right?
Yeah.
Oh, hi, I'm the smartest guy. I'm a great guy. I'll take really good care of you. And here's a free refrigerator magnet. And, you know, I've been with Century Home and Gardens for that. That doesn't sound unique, does it?
No.
The seller will glaze over on you. Yeah. Absolutely. So how do we get them to? Who should talk more? The buyer or the seller? I mean, the salesman or the client, the prospect?
The client should talk more.
Why?
Because you get more information, and they're open up. The more that they talk, the more they will let you know how to gauge their level of interest. All sorts.
They get more emotionally involved. The $1 million rule, man. I always tell this story. I just told it at a speaking engagement about a man on the street with a sign. He had 4 little kids behind him, and he said, "I lost my job. My kids are hungry." Yeah. Or that thing on YouTube, Change Your Words, Change Your World, the blind man on the street, and the lady changes the sign. Yeah. It's a beautiful day. I wish I could see it. If you change the environment and you sound different to these people, you are in control of your universe, of the environment. They will pay attention. They will listen to you. You will double and triple your amount of income and sales and deals. But nobody's teaching this stuff.
No.
They're just saying, just just call them up like robots and mail them letters and stuff. Sooner or later, you've got to talk to that person and negotiate the deal.
Yeah.
But if it's too mechanical, statistically, they've been contacted by someone else before you. Right?
Oh yeah.
And,
sure. Yeah.
And there's a lot of amateur investors out there, because there's a lot of gurus who are giving people scripts, and they all sound the same. I don't believe in scripts.
Yeah.
I believe in listening to people.
Okay.
And being creative.
I believe me, I've signed up for courses, and I have scripts, but I don't talk on scripts. You know,
Scripts are useless, because what happens when you get a phone call? Hello there, Steve. How are you today? I'd like to speak with you. Are you the person in charge of marketing? Do you buy the supply? Do you buy the ink supplies for your printer?
Yeah.
And what's going on in your head right away?
Checking out.
Yeah. Go away. Leave me alone. Take me off your list.
Yeah.
I say nastier things.
Yeah. Oh, really?
My wife just said, yes, you do.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I try not to spend too much. I probably give them a little more time than I should, but
it's 2016. People don't like commercials. Do we watch commercials on TV? What do? We don't want to see those commercials. I hit the mute button.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
When I watch a movie, I go to Netflix or Amazon Prime or something like that. I don't want to put up with the nonsense.
Yeah, exactly right.
I don't even want to drive to Blockbuster Video. Oh, wait, they're out of business.
No, they're out of business.
Why?
Better way to watch.
Yeah, it's all about time. It is about perception. So if you can talk to 5 people a day in what we call these adult-to-adult comfortable conversations. Now, you know every word you're using is for a reason, is a move.
Yeah.
And you get in these conversations where you don't get emotional, and you're in control. And Steve, and you ask questions. Steve, you must have sold that. We even do redirection, which is a form of reverse psychology. Steve, you must have sold that house already, right?
No, not yet.
Oh wait, it's this New York City accent of mine. You didn't probably understand what I was saying. Yeah, I mean, you've had this house on the market for what, 9-10 months? Here, my notes say.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not getting my price.
Well, is your price? Let me ask you: is your price reasonable for the marketplace?
Well,
you must have put in new toilet seats or something like that, right?
Well, you know what they say: the market's coming up, and it's been a hot market, so sooner or later.
Oh man, so soon. Maybe it'll be later. What is there any particular? You're living in the house right now, or is it a vacant investment home?
Right now, I'm not living in the house, and I've got a tenant in there month to month.
Oh, okay. So you're getting money. No rush. Let him stay there for a while. What's the hurry? You'll sell it. You'll sell it next year or the year after. There's no rush, right?
Yeah, I know, but sometimes I'm getting to be a burnt out landlord, so I'm just.
When you say burnt out landlord, see, you just gave me a cookie. You just gave me something.
I gave it to you, yeah.
When you say, see, that's the need, the greed, the motivation. Yeah. When you say burnt out landlord, what do you mean, Steve? Aren't they paying on time and taking good care of your beloved property that you and your wife work so hard for?
Well, you know what? Sometimes they're a little late, and I just hate doing all the work to the house.
I had a friend, boom, now I go into a story.
Yeah.
I tell a Tenants from Hell story. Marty and Morticia, Satanowski, Tenants from Hell. My stories, other people's stories and everything. Can you imagine? Then you go back into it and you say, Steve, I really appreciate you sharing this with me. Can you imagine a time when you get the money out of this property and you don't have to deal with chasing people for rent and the repairs on Super Bowl Sunday and stuff like that?
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. We're hoping to sell it.
Can I send you an offer today? We call it a letter of intent. I'm going to make you 3 different offers. One's cash, one's for a owner financing because you said you have a small mortgage, and one's for a rent to own. And I'll send that to you. I have your email address, right, Steve, at gmail.com.
Yeah.
And if could you do me a favor? Could we talk on Skype or FaceTime around 6:30 this evening?
Sounds good.
Maybe we can do business on that. Does 6:30 work for you?
Yeah, it works for me.
You're a gentleman. I know you'll be there on time because I'm probably going to miss my 97-year-old grandmother's birthday party for that meeting. I'm over the top here right now.
That's all right.
But you see, I'm getting it back.
Yeah.
So you can have fun. You can stay in control.
Yeah.
And if you just talk to enough people, the magic will always happen.
Yeah.
It will happen for you. You got to have fun with it, though. And you're dealing with all these different personalities, all day long.
I definitely want to get back on to calling, and for some reason, it just feels like it's this...
It's stressful.
Yeah, big wall I've got to climb, so...
Yeah.
But,
you know how you get past over that wall? you practice.
Practice, yeah.
You practice every day, and you learn the rules of the psychology of human behavior, how to get them to like you, how to get them to trust you, how to get them to give information, or how to get out.
Yeah.
And then you save your information, you save your notes, and you follow up with them.
Yeah, I actually, a friend of mine, guy I know from a real estate class, has a closer to my area. It's a mobile home on land that's a Section 8, and the owner wants to sell. So I have to call. I wanted to kind of like.
Do you like Section 8s?
Huh?
Do you like Section 8s?
I've never dealt with Section 8s. Do you?
Huh?
Do you deal with Section 8s?
I'm too old for Section 8s. I'm impatient. I don't have time. Too much work.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a Section 8 guy. That's subjective, though. There's plenty of people who do Section 8s.
Yeah, I'm not 100% certain. I've never done it, so I don't know. I'm about ready to give this guy a call, so he's going to be a cold call for me.
Okay, go ahead. You want to do it live?
Do it right now?
Do it right now? You want me to call him? Is it a first-time phone call?
Yeah, it's at first. I haven't called him yet. I can give you the. Are you serious?
No, if you want, you can call and I can critique if you want. Or the thing about it is, can you make? Where did you get? What's the origin of this phone call? Where did it come from?
This was a Craigslist. This guy called on a. He picked up the phone and called this guy who has a Craigslist ad, a We Buy Houses sign on Craigslist.
Okay.
So he's motivated to sell.
Okay.
For about 54,000 or something like that. Mobile home in Belfair. Not the greatest area. So
your objective is to get a relationship with him going. Send him an offer. Is 50,000, 54 you said?
52, I think.
52? Okay. Is it a view of the ocean, or what's does he include a year's supply of gooey ducks, or?
That would be nice, right? Oh my God. I'll have to see it. He's selling it for $52K.
Okay.
He owes $18,000 on it.
Okay. So would we want to do? We need to get some information. We need to find the level of motivation. Is it vacant? Why is he selling it? Some hard numbers. And you need to get his email. You need to send him an offer. Okay. Yeah. And then, even if the offer is ridiculous, get offers, the letters of intent. Do you have my letters of intent? Have you ever seen?
No, I don't.
Let me get your file. Email me your file. Email me your email address, or I have your email address. I have it already. I'll send you a file of letters of intent samples, where it's a one-page, like a resume almost, a one-page offer. You email it to them with a condition that they have to get back to you for another meeting on Skype or FaceTime. And then you can discuss it. Then you figure out, is the property overpriced, underpriced? Does it need repairs? You fix it all later.
Okay.
But the thing is to get into a locked-in dialogue with this guy where he says, wow, Steve's the first guy shows an interest in it. Then you find out it needs $5,000 worth of work and roof work and carpeting and everything. You say, hey, Mr. Seller, you didn't disclose to me about that $10,000 worth of repairs. We're going to have to adjust this price here somewhat. What's the best price you can give me with this? Because I'm an investor, I have to make profit. Okay, yeah. So we can either do price. Remember 2 words: price or terms.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know that.
On that, and these are the different ways you can really work with people.